Well, here I am again. This time I'm wearing the hat of Tom Alston of Aero and Marine Tax Professionals. Recently, I got a phone call from a guy that just asked me to explain to him what our process is. And it's pretty simple and it's very transparent, and I have no problem telling him. Client calls me, tells me whether they're going to buy an aircraft, a boat, or a vehicle. And then I put them through a process of whether they want to use the principal use test, if an aircraft, if they want to use a charter test, or an aircraft if they want to use the interstate commerce test, which is 99% of the time that we do aircraft. So once they hire us, they get turned over to Julie in my office. And if you are watching this, today is July, I think it's 6th of 2020. If you're watching this video a year or 2 years later, there may be someone else in that position because Julie is my wife. And we are trying to hat other people in our organization to take over everything that we do so we can just do the create part and we can work on our other businesses like the 10X Excellence, where we provide sales and business training for any business anywhere on the planet. So anyway, the story, I digressed a little bit. So then I turn you over to Julie. She sends you a delivery questionnaire and she asks you some questions about where you're going to take delivery, how it's going to be used, and she creates a checklist for you so that you don't make any mistakes. And off of an interview with you, as well as the doing the checklist or doing the delivery questionnaire, she sends it back to you, and she assigns you to who your consultant in our office is going to be. We also send you what's known as an initial letter package, where we explain the exemption process that you've worked out for your particular type of property that you're buying. And then your consultant goes over that line by line, that letter with you, to make sure that you duplicate everything that you're going to need to do and what you have to do, and to make sure that you understand the terms in it. Then you get together with your consultant in our office every month during your test period. And there's different lengths of test periods, anywhere from 6 months to 12 months. So you're going to have this kind of motherly hand taking you through the whole test period. And we're going to collect documents from you on a monthly basis. In the beginning, it's just to make sure that you understand exactly what we asked you for. And we never know how you duplicate the information that we gave you until we start seeing what you send us. And typically, that's where we work out the edges. So maybe the first 2 or 3 times, we're going to have to do some correction cycles on what you send us, just because we didn't perfectly match up. When I said grapefruit and you thought lemon, that we work those out. So at the end of the test period, the consultant that works with you out of our office is going to prepare a combined state and local consumer use tax return. When she's done with it, she submits it to our internal control, our internal review department, and they're going to quality control the tax return. Okay. And then when they're done with it, it comes to me and I do a second quality control check over the whole tax return. So we are quality controlling your documentation as you send it in on a monthly basis for whatever test period that we work out for you. Then we take the effort to make sure that we quality control the tax return at least 2 more times. And it's because of this constant quality controlling, and remember that this is in July of 2020, we've done over 1,700 of these cases. As long as you hire us before you take possession and you follow all of our instructions, you're not going to fail. And that's our process. It's that simple. Once we file the tax return, the CDTFA, or the state of California, doesn't allow us to follow up on your tax return at this time for 90 days. So it's going to go dark for the first 3 months. Then we start following up every other week just to make sure that they're keeping their attention on getting you your exemption letter. So that's our process. What else do we give to you? We also, my wife and I both give you our cell phones, and you can call us any time of the day, any day of the week, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Why do we do that? Because we know that those questions that you have always come up in the evenings and on weekends. And typically when you're dealing with CPAs and attorneys, they're not available to you. We're available 24 hours a day. Why? Because we're willing to do for you what other people won't do. And that's part of our success. So there's our process. That's how it works. And if you have any other questions, call me and I'll make another video for you. Thanks for asking.